Van Deeb, a dynamic leader with decades of experience building companies and crushing sales. He's been there and done that.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is Van Deeb.
Inspiring audiences across the country to do it too. Here's Van.
Well, hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to my podcast. This is your host, Van Deeb. We're going to discuss confidence. So I believe confidence creates opportunity. So these are some of the things I'd like you to ask yourself and play this over and over again so you can write these questions down. Are you attracting opportunities into your life? Do people ask for your opinion or invite you to participate in business ventures? Are you somebody people look up to? Do they brag about you? Do they admire you? If the answer is no, that's okay. You are part of the majority, unfortunately. However, if that's not okay with you, then you have some work to do. The answer to all those questions I just asked you will be yes, if you have more confidence. People like to do business with confident people. I don't care what your product, what your service is, and what you do all day, whatever your career is, people like to work with confident people. Confidence creates opportunity. How can you start attracting more opportunities? Well, like I say, you can do this by becoming more confident. People want to be around people who are confident, which in turn will create more opportunities for you. So making positive changes in your life can help you become more confident. And these are the things that only you can come up with. Maybe you'd feel better about yourself if you worked out more. Maybe you started eating healthier foods. Maybe you dropped a couple 100 pounds. Okay, well, you get my point. Maybe you upgrade your wardrobe or became knowledgeable or more knowledgeable about your product or your service. Sometimes just changing one aspect of your life can drastically improve your confidence. So of those things that I just mentioned, upgrading your wardrobe, eating healthier, getting in better shape, the one that I think builds more confidence than anything out there is learning more about your product or your service that you're selling. Nothing is more attractive on somebody than confidence. It's the most attractive thing you can wear is being confident. So, like I tell real estate agents, learn as much as you possibly can about your local market. Learn as much as you can about what the average price of houses are going for, what the mortgage rates are going for, what the trends are. The more knowledgeable you are, the more confident you're going to be. And the cool thing is everybody can learn more about their product or service. I know one thing. When I'm talking with somebody, and even if I'm not trying to buy something from them, and they talk about their career, and they exude confidence because they know what they're talking about, it makes me want to refer them. So remember this, write it down. Confidence isn't walking into a room and thinking you're better than everyone else. It's walking in and not having to compare yourself to anyone at all. That's confidence. If you don't feel confident yet, you can still choose to act confident anyway. In other words, you can fake it till you make it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I should have had that as a bumper sticker. Fake it till you make it. Because that's what I did. When I started working in real estate, I didn't know anything. We didn't have back then, I'm being mentored by this person. I'm getting on YouTube. Well, there wasn't even the internet, so no web, no anything. So we had no self-help but to read self-help books. So I was at the school of hard knocks, and I wouldn't change a thing if I started over. I had to learn how to do things right by practicing, by not being afraid to fail. So I had to learn that if I wanted to be great at my career, I had to think I was great. I had to believe in my mind I was great. The last thing somebody would want is to have me in their living room asking them to give me their listing to sell their house for them, and for me to say, I think I can sell your house. I'm not sure, but I might be able to get you a good price. I don't know. Now, I don't want that person in my living room. I want somebody who's confident. So I realized that if I didn't think I was great, then no one else would. So one of the things I really enjoyed doing was I wrote on the back of, I had on the back of my business card, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I put that on there, and I didn't create that saying. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I didn't create that, like I said, but I chose that statement because I was so confident that no one cared more than I did about making my customers happy and about the career that I was in, selling real estate. I wanted people to know that nobody cared more about them than I did, and I put it on my business card. If you don't believe that, no one else will. Not only will your customers trust you more because of your confidence, but they will more than likely buy from you. So I've always had the mindset that no one in the real estate industry can compete with what I am able to offer my clients. Now, is there just a ton of really great real estate agents across the country? Absolutely. But I had to believe in my mind, like I said, fake it till you make it. I had to believe in my mind that nobody could compete with me on how I treat my customers and how my customers' experience will be. I believe it. I know it is a fact, and I know no one can convince me otherwise. That's how confident I am. The greatest outcome of this attitude is that you and your customers will both benefit from it. Like I said, confidence creates opportunity. So those of you that listen to my podcast and have been following me throughout my 3.5-decade career know that I have always had the drive, desire, and determination to be successful, as well as the ability to motivate and inspire you and others to do the same thing. However, I can attribute the majority of my success in life to not being the smartest person, but because I'm confident. You can develop a confident attitude and mindset at any stage in your life. It's never too late. So I'm not saying all this to impress you that I'm this Johnny confident guy. I'm all that. I'm saying this to impress upon you that if I can create confidence in my life, you have the ability to create confidence in your life. You can make a decision today to wake up tomorrow morning and say, these are the steps I'm going to take to portray myself as a more confident person. A lot of times we just make one small change to our life. One change in our life can make us a confident person. As most of you know, my passions are motivational speaking and real estate. I love both these careers. I used to preach to my agents that when they are in a living room of someone's house trying to get the listing, they need to show extreme confidence, even if they are brand new in the business, just like I did. You have to be able, as a real estate agent, in any career, you can apply this to yourself. You have to be able to tell the person in your own comfortable way that you are the best person for the job. Not one of the best. I said the best. Think about it. What do you have to lose by portraying yourself as the best at what you do? You can incorporate in your career the confidence other people show in theirs. So when I talk to realtors and I travel the country and I have an audience full of realtors, I always recommend they make the following statement to prospective clients when they're sitting in their living room trying to get the listing. And you can, like I say, you can create these type of action statements in your own career, but use this as an example. So I'm sitting in a living room. I'm sitting with a couple that's deciding on me or 3 other agents to sell their house. I have no problem saying, I know you are choosing between several realtors to be your listing agent. There are some very good agents in my industry that will do a great job for you. However, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, they can't compete with me. Now, after you make a bold statement like that, you should go on to explain why you can do more for them than any other agent they might be considering. I know you can come up with reasons that you feel you're better than the rest. If you can't, you shouldn't be in sales. If you don't think you're one of the best, then who else is going to think you're one of the best? You have to believe in yourself. And like I say, I'm going to reiterate this over and over again. If you're one of the many that doesn't have that kind of confidence, you can develop it. For most of us, the easiest way to develop confidence is knowledge. Knowledge is power. The more you know about what you do for a living, the more comfortable you're going to feel about bragging on it. You know, Katy Perry, one of my favorite artists, says, if you're presenting yourself with confidence, you can pull off pretty much anything. This approach has worked for me throughout my entire career in real estate. I exude confidence. And you know what? I not only use this in my real estate business, I use it in my speaking business. I make a similar statement today when companies are choosing a motivational speaker for their next event. It's not unusual for me to say to somebody that's looking for a speaker, hey, there are a lot of good speakers out there. However, they probably haven't had the same life experiences I have had. I have been in the industry for more than 3 decades, and I'm still selling real estate today so I can be relevant to my audience. Thanks to my firsthand knowledge, I can help your people reach their maximum potential. Now, what did that statement just say to you? If you're looking for a speaker, don't you want somebody that's going to be that confident that says, hey, I'm going to make your audience better than they were before they got there? Don't you want a speaker like that? Yes, you do. You don't want a speaker to say, yeah, I'll be glad to. I think I can do an okay job. No. There's a ton of speakers out there that would like to have this gig, just like in real estate, just like in your industry. Whatever you're selling, your customers have a choice. They have a choice to use anybody they want. So you've got to be comfortable telling them that you're the right choice. And you know, when you do that, when you're telling your customer that you're the best choice to do business with, slow your roll. I've been known as a fast talker, but when I'm trying to get the deal and I want to get my point across, I'm slowing down my speech and I'm not taking my eyes off of their eyes. That's impactful. You want them to know that you are serious about this. Very serious. Confidence. How can you expect someone to hire you or give you their business if you don't believe that you're the best person for the job? You guys, Confidence creates opportunity. It's a life changer. It's a game changer. Like I say, if you don't think you're the best, then who else is going to? Like in my business, you think when I go on a real estate appointment and then the sellers say we're going to interview 2 or 3 more agents and get back to you, do you think these other agents that are coming in are going to say, oh, I see Van Deeb's card here. He's a lot better than me. You think that's going to happen? No, it's not. They're not going to brag about you. You've got to show the confidence that you want the job, you want the business. I guarantee you that if you look back at the deals you lost, the jobs you didn't get, the opportunities that you didn't get, I'll guarantee you that part of the reason why you didn't get it is you didn't show confidence. It's the key. Everybody wants to be around people that are confident. As consumers, we want to work with people who are the best at what they do. And we want to give our business to people who are confident that they can offer great customer service and help us get the best possible deal. So, even if you're not the best person in your industry, it's all right for you to think you are. Why not create that type of confidence? So, to me, you can't tell someone you give great customer service without having the confidence that you can deliver. People are going to give you the business off your initial visit with them, presentation, pitch, or whatever you want to call it. Now, I realize not everyone is comfortable showing this level of confidence. However, if you are listening to me today, then you probably want to learn how to become better. Because first of all, people don't listen to my podcast to become average. I don't do podcasts to help you become average. I do podcasts for people that want to become great, to reach our maximum potential, to people that want to keep getting better and better and better and better. And remember, you don't have to be great to get started. You just have to get started to be great. We all have to start somewhere. I don't care if you're 21, 41, 71. I don't care where you're at in life. We can make a very monumental change at any age. Listen, you guys, God granted you a gift. The gift of freedom to choose whether to just go through the motions of life or to do what is necessary to be confident and accomplish extraordinary goals and results. Wouldn't it be a bummer to be on your deathbed and say, you know, I had all this potential. I could have been this, I could have been that, and I didn't do it. Don't let that happen. Give it everything you got. Every time that you show confidence, you know who's going to benefit? Your significant other, your children, your family, your boss, your coworkers, your employees. When they see the type of confidence that you have, they want to emulate you. You're supposed to have every opportunity that is possible in your lifetime. Confidence creates that kind of opportunity. So let me just tell you one of the approaches that I recommend. And then after you're done listening to this podcast, I'm going to ask all of you to get a pad and pen like I do in all my podcasts. And I want you to write at the top, ways I can become more confident. Write it down. Write down 3 things you can do to become more confident. Or maybe you have 10 things. So here's one of the things that I use. I'm going to leave you with a nugget. Is try the following approach next time you're trying to get a sale. I call it help me, help you. And it's kind of fun to have this attitude. So I tell my customer, help me by giving me your business. And I will in turn help you by giving you the results you need. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about telling a potential customer, if you help me by giving me your business, I will in turn help you by giving you the results you need. I'm telling you, it works. And if you don't try it, it will never work. Do not be afraid to try. Speaking of the word afraid, you never want to be afraid to try to be more confident. Did you know that do not be afraid is written in the Bible 365 times? Isn't that kind of a coincidence? There's 365 days in a year, and in the Bible, do not be afraid is written 365 times. I think they're trying to tell us something. The more confidence you have, the more opportunities will open up in your world. Never, ever stop finding new ways to become a more confident person. Confidence creates opportunities. Well, that's going to wrap up the Confidence Creates Opportunities podcast. So great to be with all of you. Keep listening because I want to help you in every way I possibly can. And please, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe, rate, and review my podcasts so you don't miss any future podcasts. Can't wait to talk to you again soon. Thank you.
A Parkville Media Production.